According to a survey conducted among wealthy individuals in the United States, it was found that 85% of them read at least 2 books per month, and 88% of them read for at least 30 minutes every day. The types of books they read varied, with 51% enjoying history books, 55% reading self-improvement books, 58% reading autobiographies of successful people, and 79% reading educational materials. Reading became a common habit among all these successful wealthy individuals. Prominent examples of this reading habit include Bill Gates, who reads approximately 50 books each year. Mark Zuckerberg, one of the founders of Facebook, has set annual reading challenges to encourage himself and others to read more. Renowned investor Charlie Munger is known for his extensive reading, covering not only finance and investment books but also books from various fields such as history, psychology, biology, mathematics, and philosophy. He believes that broad knowledge can help him better understand and solve problems. In today's video, I would like to share my top 5 favorite personal finance books, which I believe have a positive impact on better financial management.
Thank you for watching my video, and welcome to my channel. As a new content creator, your support and subscriptions are essential to me. If you like my video, please consider to subscribe.
Thank you. The first book I'd like to recommend is The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. In this book, the author presents unique insights, such as the idea that all the money-related decisions we make in each moment, no matter how foolish or seemingly irrational they may appear in hindsight, were rational and reasonable at the time. This is because our personal experiences and understanding of money, which may only represent a tiny fraction, 0.000000001%, of the actual reality, make up 80% of our subjective judgments about how the world works. We all think we understand how the world operates, even though in reality, we've only experienced a small part of it. Due to this, everyone's beliefs, goals, attitudes toward money, and financial perspectives and expectations for the future can be vastly different. It's safe to say that we all have a unique perspective on money. What seems incredible to you might make perfect sense to me. Before reading this book, I often looked back on my past financial decisions with regret, thinking that some of my choices were terrible. But now, I've come to understand that those decisions were rational and reasonable within the context and knowledge I had at the time. Only as our knowledge continually improves can we make better judgments, so there's no need to dwell on past regrets. Another unique aspect of this book is its perspective on luck. The author believes that every outcome in life is influenced by factors beyond personal effort, and luck and risk coexist. They share a similar nature, and you can't believe in one while ignoring the other. Both can happen because the world is so complex, and each individual action isn't guaranteed to produce the expected outcome. The mechanics behind luck and risk are the same. They both operate in a world where, in addition to ourselves, there are 7 billion other people and countless variables. The unexpected consequences of actions beyond your control can often have a greater impact than the consequences of your deliberate actions. Once you realize the importance of luck and risk, you'll find that when assessing someone's financial success, whether it's yourself or someone else, nothing is as straightforwardly good or bad as it seems on the surface. In other words, not all success comes from hard work, and similarly, not all poverty is the result of laziness. Luck plays a role in both. So when learning from the success stories of others, instead of studying individual cases, you should look for universal patterns of success among many successful people, which are more meaningful to us. An individual's success is often closely tied to luck, making it impossible for others to replicate that individual's success because we can't replicate luck. What makes this book so compelling is its ability to convey profound financial philosophy in a very straightforward language. People often perceive personal finance as a hard science, something that can be solved with formulas and theories. However, in the author's view, the success of personal finance is closely related to our behavioral habits, which are greatly influenced by psychological factors. This means that personal finance is more complex than people imagine, and the author delves into various money decisions from a psychological perspective. The second book I'd like to recommend is The Almanac of Naval Ravikant by Eric Jorgensen. This book provides insights from Naval Ravikant on how people should approach success in both wealth and happiness. Naval offers a unique perspective on entrepreneurship and wealth building. He suggests that to earn money from society, you must provide something that society needs but doesn't yet have. In other words, if society has already created the products and services it needs, you won't be needed in those areas. So, the key is to identify what is needed but not yet available. The next step is to think about how to scale it. You should strive to be the best in your field, and the best way to achieve that is by being your unique self, taking a unique path, and avoiding competition. Often, when faced with challenges in the early stages of entrepreneurship, people tend to consider moving in different directions. What they easily overlook is the need to dig deep and excel in the industry they are already in, rather than constantly digging shallow trenches in different directions, which can lead to little or no success. This book emphasizes that once you've chosen the right product or service, the key is to continually improve its core value and strive to be the best in that area. Therefore, changing your strategy and focusing on excellence in your chosen field can help you break through bottlenecks and take your career to the next level. I'm very grateful for coming across this book. It helped me a lot. Additionally, the book highlights the importance of leveraging resources in the modern age, especially leveraging products with zero marginal cost, such as books, media, movies, and code. Among these, code is the most powerful lever, requiring only a computer. It is the most important lever for people in the internet age. This book provides practical guidance for those looking to succeed in their careers, entrepreneurship, and wealth building. I recommend reading this book as it offers valuable insights and inspiration. The third book I want to recommend is The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. If you're just starting your personal finance journey and don't know where to begin, I highly recommend starting with this book by Dave Ramsey. The first time I encountered this book was when my husband and I were facing our biggest financial challenges due to investment failures and accumulating a lot of debt. We are both very grateful for coming across this book because it played a significant role in helping us get out of debt in a little over 5 years. This book offers highly practical advice and outlines a 7-step plan towards financial freedom that is down to earth and very actionable. It covers topics like how to get out of debt, build an emergency fund, accumulate an initial nest egg, and save and invest for children's education and retirement. Each step is clearly explained, and while you may not agree with every single point mentioned, the main principles are very clear and sound. If you have a lot of confusion about financial matters or are experiencing financial difficulties, I strongly recommend reading this book. It can help you gain clarity and provide a roadmap for what to do next. At least, that's how I felt when I read this book, and even now, I often revisit it and find the financial principles outlined in it to be extremely helpful. The fourth book I'd like to recommend is The Millionaire Next Door by Dr. Thomas Stanley. Dr. Stanley conducted research on thousands of American millionaires and wrote this book based on real study results. The most valuable aspect of this book lies in its study of real millionaires, providing insights into how they spend, view money, and approach financial investments. Many of them are self-made millionaires who don't display their wealth conspicuously. They prioritize genuine financial independence over flaunting their wealth. They achieve financial independence through low spending and careful financial planning, ultimately attaining financial freedom. This book helps us understand the characteristics and psychology of real millionaires, correcting any biases and misconceptions we may have had about wealth and wealthy individuals. It aids in forming the correct money and financial perspectives. If you have any confusion on this matter and want a deeper understanding, I strongly recommend reading this book. The last book I'd like to recommend is The Most Important Thing Illuminated by Howard Marks. This book focuses on value investing. Although not an introductory guide to value investing, it offers a thought process that can help investors make good decisions and avoid many common mistakes. The main core of the book is about becoming a second-level thinker and employing reverse thinking in investments. A second-level thinker is someone who holds unconventional and correct views for outstanding investment results. They understand the market, have unique, non-consensus viewpoints, break away from crowd consensus, and gain higher returns through unique and correct judgments. The book introduces 7 key points to help readers gradually cultivate this second-level thinking. Only when people adopt this mindset can they proceed with investment through reverse thinking. The key characteristic of a reverse investor is making correct predictions based on understanding value and buying when others are selling, aiming to achieve the highest returns at the lowest risk. As Warren Buffett said, "Be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy." This essence is what reverse investing expresses. The book also discusses 5 specific approaches, which are highly worth reading for value investors. These are the 5 books I would like to recommend as excellent personal finance books. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed our content, feel free to subscribe. See you in the next one.